Good day to you, wonderful, beautiful, and amazing people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing very good. Today we are going to be making this beautiful, smoky goat meat jollof rice. It was so good, and I'm going to show you exactly how I make it. These are all the ingredients I used, and as usual I'll have everything listed down there in the description box, so please do check it out and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get into it. I'm going to kick this off by transferring my nicely washed goat meat into a saucepan, and to that I'm going to just dice some onions into it. And right after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and season this up. I will be using some Italian seasoning, some ground ginger, ground cumin, some garlic powder, some cayenne pepper, and this is chicken seasoning, but I'm using it in here anyways, it wouldn't really matter. And then I'll add some salt. And as you can see, I eyeballed my seasonings, but I made sure it was such a way that it was close to a teaspoon each. And now I'm going to make sure every piece of meat is coated with those good seasonings, and then I transfer that onto the stove to get cooking. Next, we prep up our vegetables. So I start with tomatoes. I cut them into quarters and transfer them into a bowl. And then I cut up my chili peppers, which is not necessary. You don't really need to cut these up, but yeah, I just like to do that. Then I transferred those into a baking dish. Next, I also cut up some onions that I'll be using to cook my jollof base, which is the tomato stew. And right after that, I'll go back to my baking dish, which I've already added ginger and garlic in here. And then I also add some olive oil and give that a mix, because this is going to broil in the oven. That is how we are going to get it to be smoky. You'll see the end result soon. Okay, so just checking on my meat, I added a little bit of water to get that cooking very good. And I check on this one more time and it's ready. And that took just about 35 minutes and the meat is perfectly seasoned. And guys, just take a look at that char on the vegetables. This was definitely why we broiled it, and this gives you that perfect smoky taste that takes your jollof rice to the next level. Okay, so I'm going to blend that and set it aside. Okay, so now let's go ahead and fry up our goat meat, and that oil has been heated up already. I'm just going to add the goat meat in there, give that a stir, allow it to fry on both sides, and then I'm going to take those out and set it aside. So after frying the meat, I reduced the amount of oil in the saucepan because that was just way too much. And to that heated up oil, I'm going to be adding onions. I'll fry them till they are a bit translucent. Then I'll go ahead and add some curry powder, some rosemary, some anise seed and oregano, and then I'll give that a mix. Let that fry for a little bit and go in with tomato paste. Yeah, and as usual, I always try to get every bit of my paste or anything out because I don't want to let anything go to waste. And then I'll add in my smoky blended vegetables. And yeah, that was beginning to smell so good. Now we're going to let that cook till the oil kind of comes to the top of the stew. Then you know you can go ahead and season that. So I add some shrimp powder, white pepper, bay leaves, some black pepper, some shrimp seasoning, and right now I'm putting in some nutmeg. I'll also add some smoked paprika to enhance that smokiness I'm looking for in this food. Give that a good mix, and we're going to let that keep cooking for a little bit. And this is looking good. We can definitely go on to the next step. And as you notice, the bottom has burnt a little bit. That's fine. It's all contributing to that smokiness. Now I add in some rice that has been washed till the water ran clear, because I want this rice to come out separate. I don't want clumps of rice. I want one rice. All right, so I just kind of toasted that a little bit, and now I'm going to go ahead and add some goat meat broth, and I'll add some water as well. I don't put too much water here because my aim is to let the rice steam and everything. Okay, so I kind of leave it on medium heat. I put a foil over that and cover it tightly so that the steam is what cooks the rice, because I don't want my rice to turn out soggy. Now I'll go ahead and add my goat meat and some sweet peas. I already added about a teaspoon of salt just before I put the rice in, but I failed to get a video of that part for you guys. But you know what? You can always season this food to your taste, and that's the great thing about prepping your own meals. At this point, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of water because I noticed my water just wasn't enough to do the job. So I sprinkle a little bit to create that steam to keep cooking this rice. And here is the end result. Doesn't that look good? And let me tell you something, it tasted even better. So I'm going to serve this rice with some coleslaw that I made and some shito from my previous video. Please do check it out. And now I'm going to go ahead and serve myself a plate of jollof rice. And that tasted amazing. Like, I can't even emphasize how good it tasted. You should definitely try this recipe, and I hope you like it. Thank you all so much for watching and for cooking this nice meal with me today. And as usual, please don't forget to subscribe, like, leave your comments and share this video. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. And do take care, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye bye.